the fridge.
Professor James Huemoeller. That's crazy. I still don't feel like a professor. Yeah, I'm in trouble. The hiccups are my downfall.
Hi Sala, I'm here with Professor James Huemoeller for our next episode of Hot Times. James, how are you feeling? How do you feel you do with spice?
I'm quite nervous.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely nervous, but I'm ready. Okay. I used to be pretty good with spice, and then I had kids.
Oh.
And since I've had kids, we only eat food without any flavor, so
right.
I've lost my ability to tolerate it. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, maybe this will get you back into it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, let's start with the first one. Okay, so James, you're a very busy person. Teaching a lot of courses, doing a lot of things on the side of the AFBC, totems, resident professor. How do you do it all? Architecture school demands a lot from students. Do you have any advice for them in terms of like time management, work-life balance, all that sort of stuff?
No. But like partly because like I definitely when I was younger worked very, very hard. But then the thing I realized was that you get better at things. And as you get older, you can do stuff a lot faster, and you're able to like, you know, understand the problems with things. You can see things. You're like, oh, this is not going to go well. Whereas when I was younger, I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. What is this thing? Like, you know, people, you know, you draw a detail and you'd be like, you know, I'm making it up, and now I can draw a detail and I can feel it's not looking right and like adjust it and like so just things happen. It's just a lot easier to do things that used to take me a really long time. So I mean, that is why school is so hard, is because you're learning so many different things at once. But if you keep working at it, you will get better at them all. And then as you get better, as you learn more, all those things that used to be really, really hard become easier. So that's like, so I don't know, there's no shortcut to gaining that knowledge though. And that's the hard part, is like, it just takes a lot of effort to get all that knowledge. But once you get there, like, you don't have to be me. You don't have to take on these things that occupy so much of my time. You know, you can choose your kind of life, but you do tend to have more time if you want it. So
trust the process.
You do, yeah. You have to trust the process, and then you have to put yourself. I mean, certainly you can be in positions where you're asked to do more, right?
One more spicy. So this is the first year that Design Build has sort of transitioned from a summer course to a graduating project.
Yes.
And you were a big champion behind that, which is super exciting. What's the sort of like rationale or approach you want to take with making it more of a sort of like parametric design build and focused on robotic fabrication? And what can students expect from the design build thesis stream in the future?
So I wanted to kind of define space within the curriculum for design build. And as you guys know, like, your schedules are packed. And so I looked at this schedule and I said, okay, like, where is there opportunity? What courses are required? What courses aren't required? And where is there space within that to do something like design build? Mostly I wanted to have an opportunity with the way we have it right now. We have a spring design and then a summer build that's only 6 weeks. So our ability to do bigger projects or more research intensive projects that take more time was limited. And so I kind of identified the thesis as an opportunity that maybe some students would do a thesis in a different form. We could couple it with more of a research-based project or larger projects. And that was kind of the idea behind it. And so we now have like a full year. I also don't want to have other schools tend to dedicate a lot of time to design build, and I wanted to keep it, because I think there's other things. Like, I loved my history classes. I think you guys should take tons of history. I think you guys should take tons of tech courses and tons of studios and all those things so you can continue to grow in many different ways. And design build for some students is another important element, but it's not the only thing. I don't want students dedicating their whole education experience to design build. That's just not the perspective I saw. So yeah, so I kind of saw it, so it was as much kind of trying to fit it in your schedules, but not in a way that took up too much time. So we thought this was a good opportunity. And then the robotic fabrication, basically I'm just riding the coattails of Annalisa.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's senior faculty, I'm junior faculty. So I'm relying on her kind of like experience to help kind of guide this new format. And we're making mistakes for sure. Like, we're learning as we go and how to do this kind of new format for design build. But the hope is that eventually we do, maybe the next one is like a community-based project. Maybe there's like a professor who does work in, like, you know, Jordan or something like that. I don't know who that would be, but we could do a studio there. And like, you know, then it's more about kind of engaging community and like a different kind of like research. So it's not robotic fabrication. So I definitely don't want it to be just this like, technically focused. I think it can come at design build from a lot of different sides, but having time to kind of learn how to do the research, learn how to engage, and then actually implement a project, that's mostly what it's about. So
yeah, that's super exciting.
Yeah, so the robotic thing was purely mostly because Annalisa has built up these resources, and so we can kind of leverage those for this one studio. And there's a lot of demand for those kind of skills and things like that, so it overlays well with the issues in the world. So yeah,
sounds good. Yeah. Before architecture, you worked or studied archaeology. Is this correct?
Not before.
Not before, during. What is the craziest thing you've uncovered?
Actually, I'll say this. So my involvement with archaeology is actually as an architect.
Oh, okay.
So I did all the drawing, I did the documentation, I, would do the surveying. And so I was the architect on site responsible for documenting spatially the archaeology excavation. So I was kind of also the butt of jokes in terms of like, I was better at destroying the things we find than uncovering them. Because I was busy like, looking, drawing, or kicking over like just like, no, I didn't really do it. But no, so I would do, my excavation was limited. But I was mostly there doing other things. But yeah, I mean, the first building I excavated, I was involved in it's amazing. It's a bathhouse. It's got probably the first barrel vaults ever.
Cool.
They basically took like a bottle and then cut off the bottom. These are terracotta, and then they basically stacked them, and the difference in the thickness of the neck to the bottom of the bottle allows you to get the vaulting. And so they created these vaults and then extended them either direction. And so it's one of the first barrel vaults ever found. And then underneath the bath is a hypocaust system. So a heating system for the bath. There's an internal heating system to heat the rooms. There's piping going everywhere. We found all the windows. There's beautiful plaster work where we found the nails that held up the plaster. So that was amazing. Like finding lead piping in like a 300 BC building. BC building was pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was cool. But then I think there's like, just little like weird piglet heads. And, there's like cool stuff like that. It's like, we find like, the excavators would uncover like a nest of snakes. That was pretty crazy. Like little snakes, safe snakes. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so you find crazy stuff. But it'd be sadder. Sometimes you'd excavate, you'd work really hard, remove all this dirt, and you'd find like a 1950s Coke bottle on the bottom of it. And you know that someone had illegally excavated and found something. Yeah. So that was kind of disappointing, but still fascinating. So.
Yeah. So for this round of Smash or Pass, we decided to ask you to evaluate details of Lucifer.
So what am I supposed to do? What's Smash or Pass?
Oh, Smash is like you like it, and Pass is you're like nah. Okay. The first is the infamous window louvers in Lucifer.
Oh, definitely Smash.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a controversial take
Why?
because Lucifer is so cold all the time, and I think largely because of these windows.
Yeah, I love them. They're great. They're terrible from a performance point of view, but I mean, I just love the willingness to ignore reality with the detail. It's impressive. It is truly impressive. Like, whoever did that detail clearly had never been in BC or was there only in August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're all paying the price.
We're all paying the price. So, yeah, I love it.
Okay, the next one. I don't know what this is actually. Must be some electrical, something or the other.
Yeah, I think that's some conduit, and I would probably pass on that one.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of like just lazy conduit work. So
Yeah. Do you think this must have been like a post occupancy?
Well, boy,
Do you think?
if it was during, I almost did. If it was during the original construction, then I might give it a smash just for the, again, like willingness to look at that and say, yep, we nailed it right there. But no, it's definitely a post-occupancy version.
The stairs at Lucifer, especially
Yeah, I love
on the
the
ground level.
stairs.
I think these ones are actually really
I'd
nice.
Smash that for sure.
I think it's like the best actually part of Lucifer is the stairs.
Yeah, they are nice. And I love the stair, the way they wrap the elevator too. And you're like, this is obviously not allowed anymore, but
Oh, really?
no, I don't think you could have the elevator open to the stair. No way. But none of the walls are rated anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
And I think this brings us to our final detail.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Tell us what's going on in this with the hinges.
Not hinges, weld plates. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we wanted to just basically kind of celebrate the industrial nature of the washroom. It's a piece of infrastructure, not industrial, infrastructure. And so to conceal those weld plates would have been a lot more expensive. And so we kind of wanted to just have them exposed and kind of make it feel less precious, right? Because I think there's a tendency to kind of, or that project could have easily become more precious. And we added the kind of we exposed the weld plates to kind of just expose its rawness, right? So that was the intent. It does get a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
You try to control that kind of stuff, but I would have preferred like those to align and a little bit more control over it. But I mean, I still feel good about that move. It was a decision though. Yeah, the rebar running through the windows, that I did not choose. That was done because operations had fear of people sticking iPhones through to take pictures of people.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So they added the rebar to prevent it, so we wanted this washroom to feel open and like safe. so you could see what you were walking into. So if someone collapsed on the floor, you could see who, there's a similar set of openings on the floor. But operations always wants to make things like a bunker because they're like, it's safe that way. I'm like, it's safe unless you're the person walking in, you have no idea what's inside.
Yeah.
And so we're always battling to kind of, I want to open it up more, people want to close it down, but yeah, so that the rebar running through the openings is not ideal. But yeah, the chaos of the weld plates, again, I would prefer them being organized a little bit more, but we did want to expose them. So.
Did you draw like where the weld plates would go, or was it kind of just like during construction you said just don't cover them, or how did that sort of process unfold?
Yeah, when I designed this, I had no idea if it could be built.
Oh.
And we worked with the contractor to come up with some details to be able to resolve it. And they more or less followed what my vision was. I mean, I did sort of know because I worked in concrete prefabricator previously, but so they came up with this was the approach they wanted to take to kind of put the panels together. And they put together shop drawings, and then we review the shop drawings based on the approach they wanted to take. And yeah, so again, I think this was the first one we did, right? So there's a lot of learning here. And so, I think that like we probably told them to put these things in different locations, but as they were building it, it became harder and harder they just didn't quite work out. So there's a lot of roughness with this one that they improved on in the later version. But
so a smash.
I would say yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm defending my own work, but if I also, these are the type of things that bother me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, can I just move that one up a little bit further and that one in a little bit? Yeah, I'll say smash.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, 2 drops?
I don't know.
You can add another one
I don't
later.
need to prove anything. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Cheers.
So James, you've taught comprehensive studio for a number of years now. Coordinated a lot of different section professors, but also with ESAC and tech. If you were a student in comprehensive right now and you had to pick a comprehensive studio partner, who out of the faculty would you pick to be your partner?
I think I would be more interested in working with someone who's, I don't know, like super different. No one's like super different in this department than me, but like, I always am, if I could take studio with one professor, it would be Thina.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think her perspective on things is, I find refreshing, and like she gets, she goes about things differently than maybe I would, but produces incredibly interesting work and has a very kind of interesting way of thinking and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I think I would learn a lot working with someone like that who I think could challenge me, and like I think it would be really fascinating, I mean, so yeah, I think probably Thina would be my first choice.
And then we have something for you.
All right.
We have a little trophy. It's a hot
trophy.
sauce bottle.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. From an unknown 3D printer currently doing co-op at HDR.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to play soccer after this.
Oh.
We'll see if that happens.
It ruins your stomach for about a day, I think.
It's good to know.